It's really different using this for the record. StreamYard, again, because I use it so infrequently. But I'm going to start with the obvious. So this happened. Welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. My name is Brian. This thing's heavier than it looks. And this thing is not as easy to wear as you'd think. I first have to say hello to the people who are here. I see 5 fingers. Hello. Zenbu, hello. Yes. Happy Mother's Day to Mom. She'll be out in a moment. Slapshot, good evening. Welcome. As some of you are aware, I went to Texas, did the Psalm 1 thing, surprisingly passed, and now we are going to have a special guest who some of you may have seen or recognize or seen before or know of. She's in chat often enough. It's just going to be kind of a hangout chit-chat evening, and I will show what I'm pouring before I bring her on, because otherwise everything's going to get small. I will be having the Still Austin, which the video from yesterday should have been about, and I think it was. And then I'm going to open up one of the bottles I bought down there, and that is the Triple Distilled Andalusia that I really, really like and haven't had for a minute. And then I will show you the rest later on after we talk with Mama KillCo. Mama KillCo, ready to roll? Thumbs up. All right, here we go.
Welcome. Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome. I'm here.
Oh, sugar cookie.
I'm
sugar
drinking.
KillCo. Mom's
water.
Not drinking. It's water, isn't it?
Yes.
Do this. There we go. We get background music now. Ugh. And you'll note, viewers, I have my little setup. I don't think you can see the cup over here, but this is the first time I've actually dealt with virtual cam stuff. So pretty much I'm using the thing I normally stream with to stream through StreamYard, which then goes to YouTube. So I'm going, instead of going straight with OBS, I'm going this way. But it's nice to have that option. Oh, lots of people. Hello. Richie Z, hello. John McGill, hello.
Hey, Richie.
Fraser Thistle.
Hey, Zenbu. Fingers.
Now, and I should tell you this thing for the Andalusia. Apparently they won double gold at the World Spirits Competition 2022 in San Francisco.
Ooh.
Good on them. I don't know what that means, but it's on the label. I got a thing.
It means it's something to be proud of, and it might sell more whiskey.
Supposedly. I don't know. The San Francisco stuff, the things, I don't know.
You know, it's
Whatever.
like award-winning storyteller, award-winning whiskey.
Oh, you know what? Let me do one thing. There we go. Look at that. Unfortunately, with the thing. Oh, okay, that's the problem. Sorry, still a little kinks to work out. But with using StreamYard, it leaves a lot of the screen on my end very white. And that tends to reflect, and I don't like it. All right, let's see. Isaac Buenos Willis. Thank you. Psalm 1 class was pretty awesome. I recommend you do it if you like whiskey as much as I do, or if you like it more. It's not cheap. Mom knows this. But it was worth it. The rooms itself were, oh, God, they were crazy. I loved it. Loved it. Brooklogs Classic Laddie. Oh, yeah, the color's problem. Ma, can you see your cup? Your mug? Yep, close. That's it. There's a Scotch out there that's similar colored bottle. Kind of stands out.
I'm not drinking any Scotch tonight.
Not tonight. All right, I'm going to get my Still Austin drink poured. What did you want to go over first, Ma? We're going to be talking about the trip because obviously we just got back last night. God, it hasn't even been 24 hours.
Yeah, right. Late last
night. We were still on a plane 24 hours ago. I think.
Yes.
Ugh. But
I want to talk about all the interesting things I was able to do while you were in class.
Do it.
Okay. First of all, Papa KillCo thought with us getting in as late as we did in Texas, because that day we had a performance of sketches from the Carol Burnett show and the cabaret directly afterwards. And then from there, we went to the airport, and the plane took off at 5:55, and we finally got to Texas at 10:55, which our time was 11:55. And let me tell you, I am not usually awake that late. So I knew that although we were getting a rental car, I was not going to be in any condition to pick up a rental car and drive to the hotel at 12 o'clock at night. So Papa KillCo arranged for a limo to pick us up because he always wanted to, come down the stairs and see somebody with a sign that said Kalavy. Well, apparently I sent them the wrong information, and all they knew was the plane was landing at 10:55. So the guy was outside. But we did get together, and it was a huge, big car, so it was hard to climb up into it and across the seats. But we didn't have to drive. However, the next day, I had to get to the airport to pick up the rental car. And I had talked to a few friends that had used ride services, and they recommended that I go with Lyft. So I downloaded the app and I ordered a cab, or the whatever you call it, a Lyft. And the guy came and drove me to the airport in no time. I got the rental car, and I was sitting in the rental car putting in directions on my phone. And I was a little uneasy because I'm a year older than I was last year with Brian. And I'm thinking, oh, am I too old to be doing this? But I had no trouble getting to the hotel. Going 70 on the highway. Brian would have been so proud. And so we had a car, and we continued to use lifts when we went into Austin. But as far as going to Crowded Barrel from the hotel, the first time we used the phone, and instead of going right, I went left. So we had to turn around and come back. But after that, I kind of got to know how to get there, and I didn't need the phone. And it's only about 20 minutes from where we stayed to Crowded Barrel or Fang and Feather or Whiskey Academy.
Same thing.
So, yeah.
I just say Crowded Barrel.
Yeah. So what did we do Wednesday during the day? I don't know. I know we slept.
Wednesday?
Yeah, because we arrived late Tuesday night. You were in school. Yep. So we just kind of hung around until it was time.
Can I make a recommendation? Look at your camera.
Oh, we just hung around until it was time to go, or just about time to go. And we got there, and Richard took us up, and we got to see the end of the last speaker and the graduation. And it was grand. So that was day 1 in Texas.
Yep. I wish I had brought the. Well, I do have the video. You sent it to me, but I didn't upload it on my computer yet. The graduating part. Yeah. Kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Parting glass was involved. That's all I say.
Yeah. The next day we picked Brian up, and we were going to go to Still Austin and the Bearded Baker for lunch, and we got to Still Austin, and the Bearded Baker wasn't there. The place where the Bearded Baker had been there was just had a sign on it that said, new coming soon. So after I cried a river and went into Still Austin and asked what happened, and they said, well, the Bearded Baker had been leasing that from them. They own that trailer, and that he was 18 minutes away at some kind of a kitchen. They want to have a brick and mortar shop, so they're there. It's just pickup. So we had to find somewhere else for lunch.
Yeah, they're just northeast of Austin now. They're actually near a tea place that we'll have to go to next time. There's a tea guy who's been onto the Whiskey Tribe videos lately, and he said where he was, and I totally blanked out on that because there's just 100 other things we were trying to do. Top Dog, hello. I didn't see pop in. Hi. And OS, hello. Cheers. Oh, yes. So if you watched yesterday's video where I talked at length about how awesome David Baker is, he is not there anymore. Didn't find that out till we got there,
Right.
as Mom just said. But you can
Yeah.
look him up if you're in Austin. He's not too far from Austin. And, good on him for actually getting a spot because they were pretty much just working out of a food truck kind of thing.
Well, I guess they're still working to get a brick and mortar building, but they're in, they have them around here too. It's like a kitchen that you can use, a kitchen that passes all the health regulations. And a couple of people I know have done that. You arrange to rent the kitchen, I guess, for however long you need it. And you can still sell stuff out of the kitchen. I keep forgetting. I'm used to looking at people, not cameras.
I know. It took me a long time to get used to be like, I'm going to stare at my camera. Yeah, that feels natural. Well,
yeah, well, I've done public access TV in the past, and you always look at the camera when you're starting out, and then of course you look at your guest. But so Thursday, after we brought Brian back, we arranged to go on a Austin ghost tour where they drive you around in a van. Yeah.
What was I doing?
Around in a van to 3 different places: a haunted hotel, a haunted restaurant, and a building on the UT campus.
Wait, roll back. What did we do that day? That was Wednesday? Thursday.
No, Thursday.
What did we do before that? Because you went to the ghost tour and I was with you that day. Was that?
Yeah.
Was that when we went to the Italian place? Huh?
Was that the day we went to Andalusia? I think it was. We picked you up. We headed for Andalusia. We stopped at Dripping Springs for lunch at that same place, Matassa. Then we went to Andalusia. Whatever.
All right, hold on. So we had breakfast.
We had breakfast at the hotel.
Yeah, but we had breakfast at that
yeah. We had lunch.
Place
we had breakfast.
Before. Oh, that was the time we didn't get lost, but we found that I found this place on the map that sounded interesting, and we got there and it looked like this selling of property housing stuff in Texas.
Yeah.
And not only when we were like, okay, this isn't it, turned around and started heading back, did I see like the logo for this coffee place on the back of the building. But at that point, I just didn't care. I just needed something to eat or coffee or something, anything. And then we went back to that place we went to in 2021, which was nice. I liked that place. Not a huge food options other than sandwiches, but still good.
Coffee.
Yeah, coffee. That's all I really care about.
Good coffee. Yeah. And then we went to the distillery in Dripping Springs, which had not been on our agenda.
It was just nearby.
And they also had a restaurant.
They did.
And then, and I parked in the wrong parking lot. So when we tried to leave, there was a huge truck delivering stuff, and we didn't think we were going to be able to get by, but we did. And then we went to the Texas Hill Country out to, I guess it's Blanco, where Andalusia is.
Yes.
And hung around there for an hour or so until the owner showed up.
Ty.
He wasn't there when you arrived, but he came.
No, it was Moose. Moose was dealing with the distilling when we got there.
Yeah.
And then Ty showed up just before we left. I got to pour my own bottle, which I will showcase in a moment here. Which one is it? There are a few bottles over here, so pardon me if I get confused as to what's what. That is not it. There it is. All right, I'm gonna minimize you for a sec, Ma. I'll bring you right back. Don't worry.
If only it was that easy to lose weight.
Yeah, right. Here we go. I don't want to hit the wrong buttons here. All right, be right back. So this is the one I got. I got to fill this bottle myself. I believe Whiskey Co. Rebden Oak peated whiskey, and you can see down here they have you slap this on there. Bottled by me, Cinco de Mayo of all days. Barrel number, I guess that's 511. my horrible handwriting, and it's 120.71 proof. So it's fun. You get to go in the back and just mess around with the barrel. I had to actually pour out some to drink because it was just a little too high. We didn't want this popping off by accident.
Yes.
I really like Andalusia. Dad liked it too. Thankfully, because that place is cozy.
So we went on the van ghost tour, and I've got a.
Did we get Salt Lick that day?
No.
Was that
No, that was the next day.
That was the day we went to Still Austin. Okay, that's why I'm getting days flipped around.
Yeah, well, I've got a list.
We went to the Italian place that day.
Right. Right.
Was
Yeah, that was awesome. Very classy Italian restaurant. Beautiful grounds. Wonderful staff. Great food. Huge desserts.
Yes.
Brian got a tiramisu. I swear it was 8 inches wide.
Yeah, that was a biggie. I ate half of it, and I think you took the rest with you.
We did. That was Saturday morning's breakfast.
Oh, good breakfast. That'll wake you up. That'll get you going. Sugar.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So the tour guide on this van ghost tour has to greet you, drive the van, park the van, move cones to park the van, and then take you into each one of these 3 establishments and take you all different places and talk about different things. So I am just in awe of them. And then driving you back, they have soda and water for you. They adjust the temperature. But I'll tell you, the scariest thing on that tour was me getting in and out of the van. In fact, at the very end, I'm kind of teetering, looking for a handhold, and 2 people that were just passing by came over and helped me out of the van. Welcome to old age.
I like to think of it. We're never as young as we used to be.
No.
Every second we're one step closer. There we go.
And then what was that? That was Friday. No, that was Thursday night. Friday.
Yes. Friday was the Still Austin day with the baker.
Yes, the Still Austin day. And Friday night was your live stream from.
The slightly shorter live stream than usual. Funny enough.
Yeah.
But yes, I still haven't looked at that.
Yeah, Mr. Big Shot showed up, and
Yes.
Rex stopped by.
Great shot.
And who's calling me? Oh, it's Kevin.
You want me to take you
down?
Put
me down. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Kevin, what the hell? Just me now, folks. We're done with Mama KillCo. Yeah, like Kevin is my brother. So he's probably calling to say Happy Mother's Day. Like a good son. I hope. But hopefully he'll get on the stream someday, except he hasn't yet. That's all I can tell you. As far as their next whiskeys, I want to show you guys, because we talked about which ones we got. We went to Andalusia first. I showed you I'm going to open this before the end of the evening. This is getting open next, and I'm going to drink it because I haven't had it since I was there, which was not long ago. But wait. No. Was I there? I did drink it. Pinball Brain. But we also got, this is the one I bottled, and the other one was, of course, I was showing you the wrong one. The other one was this one. It's the Striker, but it's the super smoked version. And I still don't quite understand what we do. I know they told us, but it's supposed to be, I mean, you can see the color difference, really. Look at that. It's slight, but it's there, you know? Like one of these was right out of the barrel. The other one was not. And the super smoked was not. This one is actually the one my dad really liked, which is why I bought it. And I believe they said they didn't use peat. They didn't use any peat smoke. They used, what was it? Cherry? It was mostly oak, cherry wood, and then what's that weird one they use in Texas? Is it M? I forget. Remind me what they use for Long Branch, because it's that kind. But I forget what it's called. As clear as it could be. Yeah, cool. Yeah. Zenbu, the social aspect of it all was intimidating for me because it's like 13 or 12 to 13 other people that I do not know. And we're all kind of stuck in the same building. I can't even say house. There we go. Mesquite. Yes. John McKellen. Thank you. And also hello. If I didn't say that earlier, I don't remember. But yeah, it's a little mesquite, cherry wood, and oak used for smoking. At least I think it was oak. But they did tell me what it was. But yeah, as you know, my memory is not the best. But no peat is used. It's weird. I haven't tried it. Like I haven't tried the super smoked, I don't think, because my dad really liked that one. We got like one flight. And I'm looking forward to trying this one. I did have this. But this is just the peated version, which is actually mild. Believe it or not, it's weird. Like this one's the super smoked, and it's not as dark. And this one's the one out of the cask. That's very high in proof. So they're both the same. Hold on. No, this one's 50%. That's why. Okay, got it. This one is not. Hanging AZ, yes. Yes, it is. If you have one on your face, well, we can all commiserate. Also, this is the box. For those who are just showing up, I did graduate Psalm 1. I can officially go into the whiskey vault whenever, which I did. I took my dad in there. Cool running. Hello. Welcome. Yes, John McKellen, he did. I saw him doing it. Like if you watch, well, I think it's gone now because it was a few days ago, but it was one of his lens clips. Or maybe he put a video post, because if he did, then it'll just stay there. But he did. I saw him standing up there like doing that with his cell phone, and I was just putzing around looking at something, and I looked up, and he's scanning the room. But by the time I was like, what is he doing? I was like, oh, wait. He's probably posting this on Instagram or something. That was funny. So there's video evidence that I was in there, at the very least, which is good. Richie Z, no. To answer your peated question, from what I understand, they use Irish peat generally if they're using anything to smoke with, but they did not use that for these ones. But that is the gist of it from Andalusia. Now, let me make sure I have the right one in front of me before I open the wrong one. That would suck for me. Cling clang, sorry. And then these are the ones I picked up from Crowded Barrel. This is their gin. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. You're welcome. It's the good one. I think they ran out of this one, but I'm not really sure. So this is the aged one. If Mr. Great Shot does show up, I think he was looking to try the aged one, and I couldn't remember which one I got. Like there's the Apology Gin, and then there's this one, the You're Welcome, where they made it better somehow by aging it in a barrel. As you can tell, that's not your normal gin color, unfortunately, or fortunately. I also did have gin at Still Austin. They gave us gin with the sample plate. It was pretty good. It was very spiky, gin notes on the nose, very floral, very kind of had a pine note. And I wasn't looking to, I was going, oh man, is that going to be bleh? No. I also remember this. I forgot I can do that, by the way. Clicky click. How much to live in the Whiskey Vault forever? Well, it costs $200 a night to stay on campus, at least. So multiply that by, let's just say $1,000 a night to start. And it goes up every day. That's my guess. Zenbood, yes. I will go back for Psalm 2, hopefully. Not anytime soon. Mama KillCo is ready. Mom, you ready to come back? Here we go. Thumbs up. Welcome back.
Hi, it was son number 2 calling to wish me a happy Mother's Day and a little catch up before I came back. So here I am. Here I am. Ask your questions.
Mm-hmm. There's a question. Hanging AZ, what's the most impressive whiskey you got to try?
Well, actually, I really like that.
Actually, I don't know about the most impressive. You're reminding me that I did not post what I actually poured for my dad yet. It's still sitting on my phone. And I was thinking of doing that, yesterday when I forgot. But I will post them. But the funny thing is, for yesterday's Whiskey Tribe video, which I only watched today. You know, I didn't see it yesterday. I watched it today when I was trying to relax. But oh, shit, I wonder I had it like that. But some of the ones like the really super strong whiskeys they were giving to the tea guy, they were on the table in the vault, and I didn't know what they were. So on Friday, I went into the vault, and there were all these bottles, and I grabbed a couple of them. I'm like, wow, this is really old Elijah Craig. Wow, this is Stag Junior. I haven't tried either of those. Both of those were used in the video from yesterday, so I didn't realize that I'd picked up those bottles that were just on the table near the couches and poured those, not knowing that the next day those were the ones that they used in the video. So I had no clue until I watched it today, which was funny. But we did get to try some pretty fancy stuff. So keep an eye on the Instagram, and you will see soon. If I remember to do it, I can tell you at a glance. But Ma, what else did you want to talk about before I forget?
Oh, just the last morning I was there, I saw a hummingbird. So I thought that was really sweet.
I saw a lizard of some sort twice. Oh, yes, and Rex almost ran me over with the scooter. That was pretty funny. He didn't. It was just, I turned a corner and he's zipping down. I thought that was amusing.
Yeah, I saw him on that scooter. I want to try that.
You might get your own scoot.
I don't know.
Well, I think people have tried. I know he had some work done on it recently. Plus, it's got a lot of handwriting on it, which might not be appropriate for you.
Well, we could take a picture.
No, you can take a picture of you on the scoot. That'd be kind of funny. Oh, there we go. So it was. Oh, I can't tell what batch this is.
They have those scooters all over Austin. I guess you just pick one up and use it. Yeah, some cities have bicycles. It's like a bicycle rent, and you just leave it somewhere else. I'm not sure how you pay for it, but anyway, yeah. One of our Cool
Running says Happy Mother's Day from the other side of the pond. It might be tomorrow by now here. I don't know.
I think it's already.
You're so charming, Mother. Look at Richie Z likes you.
It's already been. I think it's already been English Mother's Day. They have a different date than we do.
Maybe. Yeah. So there's a Stag Junior, and the Mother freaking heck. Not you, Mom.
Language.
I said freaking heck. I could have said something much worse.
I know.
All right. So there was, oh God. Yeah. And a Stag Junior, but I'm not sure which batch or anything. It's really high proof though, 66% and Elijah Craig, old bottling. And if you go and watch yesterday's Tribe video, you will see those two bottles pop up. They were there. And then the stuff I poured for Dad. Was the last one. I'm going backwards because camera, but it was a Rabbit Hole Rye because he hadn't really tried any ryes. Rabbit Hole to me is kind of hit or miss, and that was kind of a miss. Then we had the Ardbeg Corey Vrecken. Fancy name. That was pretty sweet. And the Ardbeg Drum. Those were two that caught my eye while we were in there. I finally got to try the Writer's Tears Redhead. It was fairly good. I imagine the price and trying to find it isn't the best, but Lagavulin 11 Offerman Edition. And a Jameson Distillery Reserve 12-year, which we killed. I killed 2 bottles in the vault just within a matter of 2 or 3 days. I felt a little bad about it, but that happens. And it was the Jameson 12-year, and I think, what the hell was the other one? It was some kind of, it was a Weller. It was one of the, it was a W.L. Weller older bottling, and it was, nothing. So 2 bottles in a matter of a couple days after just getting Psalm 1. So doing my job, I think. Going in and killing bottles for them. Speaking of the devil, Mom, look who it is. Mr. Great Shot's here.
Hey, Mr. Great Shot. Nice to meet you.
Great Shot, look. This is you're welcome. I think this is the one you were talking about. Yeah. Looks pretty good. I think it was. I feel like it was.
So
Batch
Brian,
6. Thank you, Sugar Kitty. What?
how many of those mini Glencairn samples did you have during the class 2 days? And I think you said there were 21 or something. There were a lot.
No. There were a total of 12 tastings in 2 days, so that's 6 tastings each day.
And so 12
and each
times,
one had 3 glasses.
So 36.
So, yeah, it was 36 whiskeys, 36 different whiskeys in a matter of 2 days. And that doesn't count what you drank after and before in the middle of that. So that's
so your liver is not happy.
No, I mean, it's pretty pissed off at me right now, but nothing severe. No, as I've talked on the stream, I am not looking to get inebriated. And the only time that did happen was, and only a little, like I've had a minor headache the next day, nothing severe, was the graduation night, of course. So, we got these things. And I was being very cautious and very careful in the vault. For one thing, being in the vault does have the weight of responsibility, much like this silly ass thing. And it was crowded. You get 12 to 15 people, and that really, it's not a big place. So I would just kind of go and grab a drink, go back downstairs. I was actually mostly hanging out with Daniel and Cliff, who I've known for a couple years now, who also is a Somm. And actually, I was hanging out with Daniel and the 2 Somm level 2 guys, one of them being Cliff, and then Peter. For those who are part of the Whiskey Tribe / Patreon thing, Peter had been doing their distilling for the past year-ish or so after Emma left. Actually, not even a year. She left in about the same time that the ball was, so October. So maybe half a year, something like that. But that was fun. He's also a Somm, at least level 1, probably level 2. So I was just hanging out with the more learned people. They were doing tastings, like those 3, Peter, Cliff, and
Daniel.
Jason, I think his name was. He's actually one of the people who did a presentation. They were they'd go get a sample of something. One of them get a sample, bring it back for everyone, and then they'd go over it, like, what the hell is it? What do they think it is? That kind of stuff. I was just sitting there, just taking it in. But after leaving the vault, everyone went back down to the dorm. Feels weird to say that, because that was not a dorm room. I gotta say, that was a really bougie place. But what happened was, I got there, I went in my room with the intent of just being like, good, we're done. I don't have to talk to anyone right now. And I was like, oh shit, I didn't bring a whiskey in here with me. What am I doing? So I went into the kitchen, and Cliff was in there. The rest of the boys were in there, and because it was mostly guys my age, big surprise. And he, there were bottles all over the table, and then Cliff gave me. Well, no, I grabbed a few bottles I wanted to try, and then Cliff mentioned 1 or 2, all really high proof stuff, and I drank them within an hour and a half ish.
Ooh.
Yeah,
hydration is key.
Yeah, small pours, but after everything from the vault, and then having a few high proof things in the span of a very short time, I went back to the room with a glass, and I did not finish that glass. I did not even drink it. I took like 1 sip. And by the time I got in there, sat down, and was putzed around on the laptop. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to drink that tonight. I'm going to have it tomorrow, apparently. So I capped it. And I think it's a good thing I did, or I would have felt a lot worse the next day. Responsibility. Livers always hate us for some reason. Sugar Kitty, mine hates me in particular because it's fatty liver. It has an attitude problem. Yes, Zendude. Cliff, yeah, wish that Dave was going to try and surprise you there. Yeah. When I saw him do that to you, I'm like, what's up? Something's up. Secrets. And I did hear him says, and Brian has no idea. And I thought initially it was because he gave me, he donated a bottle to the channel, and it was the final bottle for the Game of Thrones collection. I think it's down here. Where is it? There it is, right here.
Well, there it was.
No, I grabbed that.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, limited edition Game of Thrones. Six Kingdoms. This is the last one. It's Mortlock 15 year. Mortlock.
Mortlock.
Yeah, I think like Warlock, but do a more.
Yep.
And it's 46%. No idea what this is like.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Waiting to open this. Huh?
I was surprised to see him there too. I thought it was very nice that he was there to be at the graduation, to support you, and to help out with the whole schooling.
Yeah, that was mostly why I was there, was that it's kind of like review, you know, and he also got to pick a bunch of the whiskeys. I think that's how it worked. I don't know if it's certain, but I feel like they went into the vault and pulled all those bottles, but I'm not sure. I don't know how it works, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's how it did work. Yes, Sugar Kitty, it is. Oh, you know what the problem is? I can't. My streams are normally like this anyway, but I keep forgetting I can pull up people's comments with this. Unfortunately, if you'll note, see my glasses? See how they're all white? Ma?
Yeah.
You see how they're all white when I look at the screen?
Yeah, yeah.
That's because the screen is all white. But if I do this...
Oh.
Yeah. Problem is I can't mess around with the chat unless there's some way for me to pop this out, which I have no idea. I'm not going to try. Anywho, did we have fun with the travel back? That wasn't so bad. The layover sucked.
No. When we were coming down, we landed in Baltimore in the B section, and we had to go all the way to the very, very end of the A section. So that was a trudge. And
I'm telling you, just got to get wheelchairs. Someone will just drag you over there. It's fine.
It was the same when we were coming back, but it was a little earlier in the day, and we weren't so exhausted. So we had quite a 4-hour layover in Baltimore. So we got to have dinner at this, what was it called? The Flying Dog or something?
Yeah, I think I posted that on Instagram. But yeah, that's good.
Interesting logo. It looked almost like a bat, but I think it was a flying dog.
Yeah, to give you a weird descriptor for the people who might know this, but if you know Ren and Stimpy, it looked like a weird form of Stimpy with wings. Yeah, it was slightly disturbing.
Yeah. So I was getting a little.
Thank you, Richie. Do have a patron.
Hey. Yeah,
$5 a month if everyone wants to join and see the real chaos, not just the professionally organized chaos that this is. That's where to do it. You get to see the background stuff and my travels and just my musings. Like it's like Twitter, but worse because it's Patreon. Not really.
Well, to get back to me.
Yes.
When we were at the layover, I started wanting chocolate. So I went on a chocolate quest, and I saw candy. I saw Cinnabon, which almost did me in. But then I thought, I can get a nice chocolate sundae at McDonald's. So I go over to the McDonald's. I stand in line, and I get up to the counter, and I say, I'd like a sundae. And she said, we don't have any ice cream. First the bearded baker, and now this. So they had cookies. So I got 3 chocolate chip cookies and a jug of milk. And I sat there very happily having cookies and milk.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Great Shot, for that update.
Walking around,
yes.
I got so many steps those couple of days we were down there. It was like, for me, 3,000 steps is a good day. Down there it was 6 or 7. Today it's been less than 1,000.
Yep. I think I have 809, but this morning it was charging because my little story was.
Oh, I do. I just made it 1,068. But
nice. Hold on. I'll catch up. Wait. I'm catching up. If I just do this. Yeah, apparently Mr. Great Shot says he hit 97 there today, so we left right on time. Yeah.
I thought it was chilly here today.
Was it?
Right now it's 47 and it was 50 something, but I didn't even, the only time I left the house today was to go on the porch to get the pizza from the pizza guy.
All right, hold on. I'm trying to add. Dad says, same to you, Mr. G. Mr. Grishot. Sugar Kitty, my mom has gone through the drive-thru for the ice cream. I don't know about that, but she loves it. Well, must be a thing. I avoid McDonald's always.
Is that Dairy Queen or McDonald's? I know down south they have Dairy Queen that's really good. Soft serve.
Yes, merch. Asked Brian. Yes. Thank you, Richie. I do have merchandise. I think the link is down below. Not 100% sure because I went through this StreamYard instead of the usual setup. So I might not have pasted that in there. But I can probably pull it up and throw it in the chat if I can. Always good to have this on hand. Oh, the weird Jameson cocktail. You mean the lemonade with Jameson in it? Although it wasn't lemonade, it was lemon juice officially, I think.
Oh, Brian.
Yes.
I meant to tell you late this afternoon, I got an email from Gulfstream. Apparently they had a Derby Day and Mother's Day specials. And
nice.
On the Derby Day, they had the mint julep and also something else that I don't know what they called it, but it was Jameson and lemonade.
Ha! Go figure. Dad doesn't like lemon juice, apparently. It was McDonald's. Do have Dairy Queen in town, but not when she asked me. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. There's a McDonald's near. I could hop in the car, go to McDonald's drive-thru and get a sundae. Who said that? Thank you, whoever just put that idea into my head.
Sugar Kitty.
Oh, Sugar Kitty. Yes. Meow.
There's the merch. If you want it. Dad doesn't like lemon juice. There we go. I didn't think it was a terrible cocktail. This is airport at a place called Martini. I think Martini or Martinis. I think it's just Martini.
I think it was
but
just
after
Martini.
that, tell him what happened after that. Dad, I don't know if you were there. You should have been. Yeah, you were. When I guess the bartender heard me and Dad talking about the Derby, which was happening while we were in the layover.
What time were they running the
I don't even know what time it is. I just knew we were stuck there. I had
Kentucky
2
Derby.
beers. I had 2 beers. Oh, it was fine. And then I drank Dad's cocktail. Then I got that martini thing. It was like a Manhattan with Maker's 46, which is actually a brilliant idea. I think they used cherry bitters as well. So that was lovely. And she changed the station so the Derby was on. And we had this small crowd of people just kind of accumulate around us because we were sitting in the bar area. And not the bar area. There was a sitting area across from the bar. And the TV's right there. And everyone stopped to watch the Derby.
That remarkable race where this horse that wasn't even supposed to be there that day won. What was he called? Something rich?
Spoilers. I don't know.
Oh. Okay.
I had 2 beers and 2 cocktails at that point, Ma. I didn't care. I was like, yeah, Derby Day. Woo. It was tense. Like, I don't care for sports of any sort, but this is the Derby for some reason. And everyone, like when the people started gathering around, that's when my the little hair on the back of my head started going up. Like, ah! And then there's a very short amount of time where they start to finish. And it was just, and right at the end, that crazy little, like, oh, this is like in the movies kind of thing happened. Hell, they'll probably make a movie of that because it was so crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. And Papa KillCo did get a Jameson neat, he paid for them. I got the cocktail he got a Jameson neat, which he preferred, as one should. Dad didn't bet.
Yeah. I guess if you had bet on this horse to win, it was like $126. I don't know if that means for every dollar you bet, you would have gotten 126 and change. But he was definitely not considered to be the one that you would bet on. He was like the underdog.
Yep.
Or the underhorse. Maybe I should say underhorse.
$80-1.
Rich strike. I knew there was a rich in it, and he certainly was by the end of that race.
That horse is set.
80-1. Hoi, hoi, hoi.
Mm-hmm. But that was a fun little moment in the layover, just having that happen. And then I think not long after that, we finished the drinks and just got on our way. And that was the second part. The problem with flying back to Rhode Island for us was, it was like 2 to 3 hours, 3 hours from Austin to Maryland or Baltimore, whatever.
Yeah.
That's not too bad. You can take a nap, have a snack, have a drink. No problem. But then the layover in Maryland was almost as long, if not longer. And then it was one hop. It was like an hour to get from Maryland to Rhode Island, which is.
And there was turbulence, so they didn't do anything except stay in their seats.
Yeah, which I expected anyway.
Yeah.
It's the
same I didn't miss the snacks. I'd rather they be safe.
Sugar Kitty's talking about someone making a buck or two from that.
Holy moly, good for them.
I would have put $5 on the one that was likely not to win. But I didn't, because I don't care about sports or betting, really. I could get really into gambling because there's a casino nearby, but I won't. I like playing the slots occasionally, but again, stuff is still real weird. And I guess for now, I haven't gone back to the casinos just because just because it's still so sketch, and I do not need to lose my nose and palate after getting this.
Yeah,
I was certain I was going to get sick. Like, it's been 2 years. I've been doing well about avoiding it, and I'm still convinced I'm going to get sick with it at some point.
No, you're not. Don't put that thought out there. You're going to be well. You're going to.
Doesn't have to be out there. Just sitting in the back of my head, waiting, watching. But so far, so good. I'm still waiting to get into the Facebook group for this. There's a Facebook group once you're a Somm, so if you want to do it with that, just go ahead.
Yeah.
I haven't been accepted yet, but it's also the weekend, so maybe I'll get in next week. I don't know what the hell it's going to be, but
I just want to say that I thought it was very nice of Daniel, when he knew we were coming down for the graduation, to say that, we were welcome to come up and watch and then stay for dinner. So.
Yes. I don't know if it was Daniel who said that officially, but the vice chancellor, I'm bad with names. I only had to say his name like 2 times.
Yeah.
But he's the one who said, come on in, have lunch with us, dinner with us.
Yeah.
And you get a little taste of the class. Not really taste.
We did. When they were talking kind of about public speaking, which is like storytelling. So a lot of stuff the instructor was saying, I'm going,
Yes, I guess. Yes, agree.
Yeah. So.
Oh, geez.
I guess they don't get a lot of parents that fly in for graduation.
Sugar Kitty's gonna Ocean's 11, the casino, steal the money.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm never gonna not wear a mask on a plane, ever, because it's one of those little things that you think about. Well, at least I do. Where there are so many times when people go on flights and they come home and they got a cold or something, and it's like, it's because I was traveling. It's like, no, it's because you were in a tube and stuck in the air, circulating the same air as every other person on that plane. Blah. But as long as you wear a mask, it's fine. Whoa, everything just jumped. Hubba dubba dubba. Oh, Richie's there, Wish. Yeah, I keep most of the negative ones to myself, sort of. Yeah, I do wonder what it's like, what they did with the casino. It's not a big one. I'd be surprised if they have tunnels, but they probably do, since they have police there as well. So they probably have a small jail in there, for all I know.
Did you need to taste whatever it was you were drinking, or are you just going to say you were drinking it because you're creeping up on an hour?
Oh, I know. I'm finishing up the still Austin. I'm going to do an uncorking of the Andalusia that I like.
That's right, Richie.
I'm going to use a 2 ounce.
Ooh.
Well, it took me a while just to get through that, and I quickly realized that I forgot how high proof the still Austin was, even just the regular one. So my body was kind of ready for 43%. It's almost 50. And once again, folks, Andalusia's Triple Distilled has won a San Francisco World Spirits Competition 2022 double gold. So if that means something to you, there you go. To me, it's just like good on them. I already knew it was good. I don't need any validation from any kind of competition. But that's something that's important to them. So there you go. Hell, they put
marketing.
Yeah, marketing. Ocean's 11 is not realistic. They watch everything closer than you imagine. Oh, I'm sure. Like just the casino nearby has 100, at least 100, probably more than that. Cameras everywhere, like one for each and every table in there. It's crazy. Put it on the rocks, Dad. Wild Turkey 101 on the rocks is pretty good. That's what I got on the plane when I first went in. So here we go. Mazel tov, whatever.
Oh, nice sound.
Yeah, that was a good cork pop.
And so is that.
Oh yeah, it's all ASMR at this point. That's why people drink whiskey, didn't you know? It's all ASMR, and it tastes good. That's probably the other part. Or it can taste good. The one thing that I thought was very important, and they gave it a name. Really, I just thought about it as the alcohol. They call it the wall, and I can go back to some of my old videos, like the early ones. Go check those out and like them and comment and all that BS. Where it's just me sitting in the corner with nothing else and no interaction at all, no editing. But the initial thing that a lot of people have to get over when they get into whiskey is simply the fact that there's alcohol, like lots of it. And they just call that the wall. Once you get past the wall and get accustomed to drinking whiskey neat, getting used to that burn, getting used to that. I mean, I still get that all the time, but only at the start, usually. That's a big hurdle for some, and some people just don't want to be bothered to do it. No ice, come on. Yeah, that was weird. It was a good weird. But it's like, are we supposed to be in here? And that's the thing, folks. You can get in touch with me, and we can do a private tasting in the vault. If you want to pay for it, and get me there, and set me up in a hotel, and we can do something. You just let me know.
I think people are going to wait till you some too for that.
No, they don't have to. That's the thing. I can get in there. And the important part is I'm one of the few somms who did the first the class just this week where we can just go in there. Like we just have to let someone know we're going to, and there's no other supervision needed. It's just go in there by myself. It's crazy for research or to entertain people. And I think they will get a cut of some sort if you do a tasting, like an official tasting. They do ask for, I think it was $10 or something per person. I don't know. I'll have to ask Daniel again. Spiking Bourbon, hello. Welcome. Oh, yes. While we were doing our little tasting event, Alex came in, Hands, one of the editors. We were not going to get kicked out there. There was no way. Considering I got in there with, there's no problem. But it was funny to get to talk to Alex because he, much like I, don't want to be bothered with people sometimes. Although he did tell me I didn't quite close the vault properly, which is not surprising. I didn't turn it. I closed it, but you have to, it's one of those weird, like there's a latch on the inside. You have to kink, kink, kink. I didn't do that because I didn't know I was supposed to. $50 per person. That's right.
Now you do.
Or something like that. Again, I don't remember. I would have to ask Daniel again. Ugh. All things considered, a plane ticket and a hotel room for a long visit to the vault, it's not such a bad deal. I know. That's what I'm saying. It's an option for me, at least. And I like it. Like, I can tell, like, friends and everything that, hey, if you ever want to do this thing, I can do that now. And that's an incredible amount of power I have in my hands suddenly. Would you like to go to a vault full of whiskey? I would. Let's do that. But you will get I guess what do they call it? Vault paralysis or something like that. Because you walk into the vault and you just go, oh, pick one. Your brain just stalls out on you.
Yeah. Just imagine if these books on this screen behind me, every one was a bottle.
Pretty much.
That's what it's like to be in the vault.
Yes. And Richie Z, I do not. That is not something I think of until the end of the year. I don't keep notes or anything, but I typically for my 2022 whiskey, I don't really think of anything I've had or drank. Like I wouldn't pick a vault bottle. But what I will do is near the end of the year, I will look back on the videos I did. And then, if I still have the bottle, I'll review them and see which one seems to be the best. Or if I don't have the bottle at all, that's probably the one. If it's gone within a year, that's probably the one I like the most. But we'll see.
Well, there were some bottles in that 12 Days of Christmas that surprised and amused you. The samples.
What? Oh, the 12 days? You mean?
Yeah.
Or the Flaviar one.
The Flaviar one. Well, the 12 Days of Texas whiskey too. Well, the 12 Days of Texas whiskey then.
Yes, those were good. I don't know if there's one I like specifically, but those are also single barrels. So it was just, there's no way anyone can get them unless they go to Crowded Barrel. They still have some of those, folks. They're very expensive.
One and done.
John McKellen, I'm going to ask them about that. Really, staying on campus was incredible. I would do that every time if I could. Don't know if I can, but it doesn't hurt to ask. There you go. There wouldn't be a lot. At most, it would be a very small amount of people. So it might be 4 people other than myself, because I do not like the idea of having more than that as far as elbows and movement goes. So, 2 couples, something like that, or 4 people I know, that kind of thing I could deal with, but nothing else than that. I don't want to, my brain would not be happy with more than that. And I'm already pretty keen on small, concise little, I can handle this kind of pressure things.
Intimate crowd.
Yeah, like even with what we're doing now, I generally don't have a bunch of people on the stream because it just stresses me the hell out. I like to have a guest rather than 10 people on the screen all trying to talk at once. It drives me nuts. Mm-hmm. Yes, all the Ardbegs were excellent. KillCo Tour. Yep. I have things in the works now that I can officially do stuff at the vault, which didn't know that was going to happen. There you go. And I'm going to not work with directly, but get KillCo meetups, Patreon people, especially if they want to come up here and visit. We can hit up Irene's place. We can hang out in Newport or Providence. Little things like that. Nothing crazy.
You could take a ghost tour.
You could take a ghost tour. You can do whatever you want.
I'm no longer a ghost host. I've retired from ghost hosting.
Yeah, it's a lot of walking. Not
really. The tour is only about a mile. It takes an hour and a half to walk a mile.
I should say it's not safe walking. It's uneven at night, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Or you can go on the dinner train to a murder mystery, and I might be in it.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, it smells so good.
Or if the Playhouse is back up and running.
In short, there are plenty of things to do in Rhode Island, and if you ever want to come up here for a vacation, do tell.
Zenboom came down for a weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, Zenboom was here not long ago, but he's also in Massachusetts. It's not a jump.
Nature walks. Lots of good trails.
Yes. Hopefully, at some point, Whiskey Mountains is going to get up here as well.
Oh, great.
We'll see with Nick. We'll see. It's all up in the air. There's still a lot going on in the world. A lot. But I'm trying to focus on what I'm doing and what I can handle and what I'm trying to function with at the moment. And right now, I did it. Yay. I'm going to just stop everything for a week. I'm not. I still have to record. I still have to edit for next week or this Saturday. And I still have a stream on Wednesday. Very special stream on Wednesday, supposedly.
Ooh.
Can't tell you anymore, but there's going to be another guest.
Oh, nice.
Possibly 2 guests.
Ooh.
They might really like bourbon.
Ah, really?
Maybe.
Okay. No promises.
I'm gonna verify because I'm expecting something horrible will happen.
Our people have to talk to their people.
That's right. We got to confirm and make sure we get the limo to their place and all that. Yes. I hope you get to go around Ocean Drive because that's an incredible little drive. Glad you liked Zenbood. We are coming up on the last few seconds of the stream. Thank you, everyone, for being here and encouraging me to do this and somehow pass. hope you all enjoyed having Mama KillCo here on Mother's Day. Coincidental, but hey.
That looked like eyeballs. I'm trying to do a heart.
Trying to do the heart. You can do this. A little heart like that. That's technically a heart.
Oh, really? I
It's
thought
big in
that's
Taiwan, I think.
It looks like a little violin.
Yeah. With that said, Ma, you want to try to join me on this one?
Yeah.
As always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And I will see you out there. Boop. Ooh, do I have the thing I can do? I've forgotten everything. Boop. I do have the thing I can do. No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't. Okay, bye.